When people land in Japan and spend a few days moving through stations, small streets, and ordinary neighborhoods, they often notice an everyday kind of balance because many bodies look light and steady, without the feeling that everyone is trapped in dieting rules. And what surprises visitors is that this balance exists alongside comforting noodles, warm rice, sweets in shops, and late night convenience stores. And the useful truth is that the Japanese approach is less about chasing a perfect body and more about building a daily rhythm where eating feels calm, portions feel normal, and movement happens quietly. So the first practice is to create a beginning for every meal, because in many homes a meal is treated like a small event with a clear start, and that start is usually something warm like tea, broth, or soup. And that warmth signals the brain that the day has slowed down, and when the mind slows down, the hands slow down, and when you slow down, you naturally notice what you are doing. And the second practice is to build meals with a clear shape instead of a single heavy pile. Because the mind struggles to measure a mountain of mixed food, but it can understand a set of small parts. So use a small bowl for the main starch, a small plate for protein, and one or two small bowls for vegetables. And when each part is separate, you do not need willpower to stop. You simply reach the end of one part and you pause, and the pause becomes your choice point. And the third practice is the chopstick pace principle, which you can use even if you do not use chopsticks, because the point is to create tiny breaks between bites. So put the utensil down every few bites and let one breath pass before the next bite. And this single breath reduces the speed that leads to accidental overeating. And the fourth practice is to respect the stomach delay by giving your body time to send the satisfaction signal. So halfway through the meal, stop for 30 seconds, drink a sip of water, and scan your body and ask one simple question: am I still hungry, or am I just still tasting? And this question separates appetite from appetite noise. And the fifth practice is to design satisfaction with contrast, because Japanese meals often contain contrasts such as warm and cool, soft and crunchy, salty and sour. And when a meal has contrast, the brain feels complete earlier. So add one crunchy element like cucumber, cabbage or carriage, and one sour element like vinegar, lemon or pickles, and one warm element like soup, and you will often eat less without feeling deprived. And the sixth practice is to treat vegetables as real food, not as punishment, because in Japanese kitchens, vegetables are not boiled into sadness. They are quick cooked, simmered in light broth, or dressed with sauces that make them enjoyable. And the moment vegetables become enjoyable, they become automatic. And when vegetables fill the plate, the heavier foods shrink without a fight. And the seventh practice is to keep sugar quiet by making sweetness an occasion rather than a background, because constant tiny sugar hits train the mind to seek more. So choose a sweet window, such as after lunch, and outside that window choose tea, fruit or nothing, and the craving system begins to calm down because it is no longer being fed randomly. And the eighth practice is to keep drinks honest, because liquid calories are one of the fastest ways to gain weight without noticing, and Japanese daily drinking is often water, tea or unsweetened drinks. So switch one drink a day from sweet to unsweet, and do it consistently. And that one change alone removes a surprising amount of hidden intake across weeks. And the ninth practice is the walking default, because Japanese cities make walking normal, and people walk to stations, climb stairs, carry small bags and move in short bursts all day. And this kind of low intensity movement teaches the body to use energy steadily and helps appetite match real needs. So choose one anchor walk, such as 10 minutes after dinner or 5 minutes after lunch, and keep it small enough that you never negotiate with yourself. And the 10th practice is the dinner landing ritual, which is not about a perfect time, but about ending the day gently, because late night heavy eating often happens when the day feels unfinished. So create a closing ritual, such as washing dishes, making tea, dimming lights, and brushing teeth earlier. And when the day feels closed, the urge to keep eating fades, because eating was never only hunger, it was also an attempt to comfort a restless mind. And the 11th practice is to reduce decision fatigue by repeating simple meals, because many Japanese people rotate a small set of familiar meals, and repetition reduces chaotic choices that lead to overeating. So pick 2 breakfasts and 3 lunches that are balanced, and repeat them for 2 weeks, and you will notice your appetite becomes steadier because your day has fewer food surprises. And the 12th practice is portion predictability, which means you choose a default amount before you are hungry rather than deciding in the moment when hunger is loud. So decide your bowl size once and keep it consistent, and if you want more, take a second small serving after a short pause, and this creates a built-in break without drama. And the 13th practice is public pace because people in Japan often eat with others in a calmer social rhythm, and calmer social rhythm slows eating. So if you eat alone, try eating at a table without screens and treat it like you are sharing the meal with someone important, which is your future self. And the 14th practice is the three question check after meals, which is a simple reflection that trains awareness over time. Ask, was I hungry? When I started, did I slow down at any point? And do I feel light or heavy now? And these questions build learning without guilt. And the deeper principle behind all of this is that lasting leanness comes from reducing friction and increasing calm. Because when your life pushes you toward overeating, you need constant discipline, and discipline eventually breaks. But when your life is designed to make moderation easy, you do not need to fight yourself every day. And this is why the best way to borrow Japanese wisdom is not to copy everything at once, but to choose one change that feels gentle and repeat it until it becomes normal, and then add another, because Kaizen is not a motivational slogan. It is a method where small actions become identity and identity becomes results. And if you want to, begin today. Choose one anchor such as warm soup before dinner, a smaller bowl, a 10-minute walk, or a sweet window, and keep it for 14 days. And your body will start to believe you are the kind of person who lives this way, and that belief will do more than any extreme diet ever could.